This is 1914 Twilight in the East from GMT Games. We're looking at the situation at the end of the first turn. So this is the Eastern Front in 1914 only. Okay, now World War One, that is. Now there's not been a great deal of activity really, because the only active armies are the German 8th Army that is to the east of the Vistula, and the Russian First Army. So the Russians have gradually moved forward into East Prussia. The Germans have just been retreating back most of the time. They're just trading space for time, because they are considerably outnumbered. There's about about 5 Russian corps in this area, and the Germans have got three corps, so not heavily outnumbered, but they decided not to make much of a fight of it. There was only, in fact, 2 combats in the end. One was just a stalemate between this detachment and this Russian brigade here, and there was a fight between a couple of Russian divisions and a German division, which resulted in a German stat loss, a loss of combat effectiveness for one of the Russian units, and a retreat of 1 hex from combat. Apart from that, there's very little been going on. Now, it's taken a long time. I'm still reading through the rules slowly. It's very hard to take in this particular rule book. I think it's an old style rule book. It's all in black and white. There are examples, but a lot of the examples are just text rather than anything else. I can't really find a suitable training video on YouTube. I know there is one that does a vassal playthrough of one of the Lubin scenario, I think it is, but it's not very comprehensive, and I think there's several errors in that video alone that I watched. I may be getting things wrong. I think it said that, if you're moving through by road through normal terrain, it's 1.5 movement points, which it is regardless of what type of road you're using. But it then said if you were moving through any other type of terrain by road, it was 2. Now I can't find that rule anywhere in the book. So I've ignored it for this particular first turn. If anyone who's played this game knows any better, please let me know. And there was one other thing they did I thought they did wrong. I'm not sure if I can remember it now. Nah, it'll come back to me, but yeah, I spotted something else which may have been an error in that particular video. So as I said, it's not comprehensive by any way, and I'm suspecting it might not be 100% accurate either, but then again, I could be wrong. So that's it really. There's very, very quiet, and it's a good way of getting into the game because it's fairly slow. Stuff I missed the fact that the Russian First Cavalry, you have to take rolls. You have to do a roll on a d6 for each unit before it can move, and on certain die roll its movement becomes halved, etc. I almost missed the thing about the Russian First Corps commander, but in the end the Russians hit the Germans with a counterattack rather than actually defending. Anything else? No, don't think so. I probably did miss other things, but most of the time is learning the supply system, which is quite intricate and complex. which is probably very realistic for a Eastern Front World War One game. And combat system's quite involved as well, because it has 3 roles on 3 different tables before you've got the final result of the combat. You look at your CRT, and then from the CRT you move units onto your what's called step loss results table to find your casualties, and then the step loss results table also influences the combat effectiveness loss table. So interesting. Anyway, that's it for the first video.